we actually have a situation where you can easily experience burnout quickly. And burnout is not good for the country, especially if you take on too much on yourself as the leader. And I've said before that a leader needs to feel vulnerable, that you're actually a human being. You go through the same process as everybody else. And you should be prepared to be told that, hey, take a break. You know, let somebody else do this, that assignment. But there is a very big trust deficit in the country right now. You can't trust your fertilizer, you can't trust your food, you can't trust your leader, you can't trust, what is it? Even your boss, the degree he has, you can't trust that.
The president doesn't seem to be trusting the institutions that are there to help him.
And so you have issues of trust deficit. And I'll tell you what, for you to build back trust, there are certain things which are very basic, and he needs to begin. And one of them is clarity. Be clear with your people, be open with your people, and compassion. At least have mercy and understanding of these people whom you are leading. If you're just building institutions and not caring about the human being, the software in the country can go south. Because there you have an angry public, you have a hungry public, you have a broke public, and you have a public which is highly educated, and in those conditions, something can definitely format that can bring issues to the government. What I believe myself is that if there is something called negative resilience, that's what I think Kenyans do practice. It's a resilience, but in a very negative sense. Accepting everything, just even if you know it's a burden that's not yours, we feel that we can survive. No food today, no food tomorrow, and that kind of resilience is not very good. It's actually a negative resilience. So I do believe that this government came into power and the president did not have time to think through his dream team, per se. Maybe the people around him were thrust at him. Maybe he did not have a choice for some of them. The parties that were with him gave the names, and he had to accept those names. But let me tell you, he has a chance now to redeem all that. He has a good chance. If he listens to advice, he has a good chance to say, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have been with you up to here. Now I want to build a team that can take me from here to there. And make sure that competency is one of the qualifications that you have on that. And I do believe that there are many people who are competent, who are qualified to take up some of these roles. It is a heavy burden already. The rainy season is here, fertilizer is not good, seed is not good, the people are waiting, and they are broke. They have no money. And so they're very angry. By the way, if you notice, people are getting angrier and angrier every day. So let's not patch here with a bandage, patch there with a bandage. And I don't understand how, as has been said by colleagues here, a city like Nairobi where you have actually a master plan. Why you want to create another master plan when you already have a master plan? And that master plan was done properly. And so the same thing with the country. If you follow what has already preceded you, if you look at exactly how other people succeeded, if you can give credit for how other people led this country, you probably become a better leader. First of all, by accepting that there are people who have been ahead of me who have done this thing. I can learn from them. I can learn from them.
And you probably do not necessarily need to change everything that has been done before.
No.
Because the cracks are already showing. Free fertilizer or fertilizer distribution was one of the major things that this president promised, and he talked about subsidizing production as opposed to subsidizing consumption, and he based it on distribution of fertilizer. Now we are seeing that there are people who've taken advantage of that process and are distributing fake fertilizer, diluting or making nonsense out of